a good evening, everybody. I'm just adjusting my camera and seeing how I want this to look tonight. Let's see if we can get it how we want. All right, hopefully the network will let me go as we want, and we can go ahead and play this game. This will be the second game of a series between the Oakland Athletics and the Seattle Mariners, as it will be Steve McCatty once again on the mound. He did start game one. In real life, he started game one, got pummeled, lasted only less than one inning, and then Billy Martin, being Billy Martin, brought him back in the next game. So using an as-played lineup, I'm going to go ahead and start Steve McCatty again in back-to-back starts. So again, that's a little bit weird. Never seen it before, to be honest. That's something I've never done before. But this is Billy Martin. This is Billy Ball. There's a reason why we're here. This is the Oakland A's 1980 replay. The Seattle lineup will be Cruz, Craig, Meyer, Bhakti, Horton, Simpson, Stein, Anderson, and Cox. On the mound, Mike Parrot, who was not good this year in 1980, taking on the Oakland Athletics of Henderson, Murphy, Page, Reverend Gross, Heath, Armis back in the lineup, Guerrero, and Piccolo. On the mound again is Steve McCatty. So let's see how he does, folks. Let's play ball here in Oakland. So we're ready to go. So let's go play ball here at the Oakland Alameda Coliseum. And we're underway as Julio Cruz will lead off. So Cruz will lead off. 2-9 versus righty, and that's a single one. The 9, that's a 10. Nice job by the second baseman. And there is one away. Good job there by Rob Piccolo. So one out. Here is Rod Craig. He is the center fielder. He's a switch hitter batting from the left-hand side. Welcome to the West Coast Baseball, Oakland Athletic Baseball. 6'11" to a lefty, and that is a ballpark single. That's a 9. That's a base hit for Rod Craig. So Craig is on with a single. Let's see if we still have our numbers from last night. Ballpark singles, of course, are 1-14 to a lefty. Home runs to a lefty is a 1. Righty is a 1-4. Home run singles are 1-11. We'll keep that in mind. So now here's Craig. He's got some weird speed. He gets some good numbers, but he gets picked off very easily. So we're not going to give Craig a chance to get picked. He'll be held on as a star, though. And here's Dan Meyer. So Meyer's up, left-handed batter against McCatty. 5-5 lefty is a ground ball to shortstop. That is Mario Guerrero. I was going to say we'll do what Cleve baseball fan does, and we can use the die that comes up in the game, and we'll say it's a 15. So we'll use the 15 that came up. He's a 3. That is an automatic out. That's a double play, as long as he does not throw it away, and that's going to be an 8. An 8 on a 27 is not an error, and that's a 6-4-3 double play. So using the Cleve baseball fan method of the Super X chart, we'll go ahead and throw them out. So use the number that it comes up on the original roll for your X chance, and then re-roll the 3 dice for the error chart. So Seattle doesn't score, no runs, 1 hit, a double play washes it away. Seattle nothing. Oakland coming up the bat. Here's Ricky Henderson, and we'll take on Mike Parrot, who had a god-awful year this year. So here's Henderson. He gets on. He's running. That is a 6-2 to a righty ground ball to first X. That is Bhakti. He's a 3-8. 12 on a 3. He'll get to it. And on an 8, a 13 on an 8. And most likely an 8 will get to it. Let's see. An 8 is an 8. Oh, wait a minute. 11, 12, 13 on an 8. Oh, he makes the play. Good job. 3. That's a 3-1 play as Parrot gets to the bag in time for the first out. These A's team has been hitting, not like the New York Yankees 78 team I'm using. This Oakland A's team has been hitting the ball quite well with some good averages. Here's Dwayne Murphy. 5-9 to a lefty is a ground ball to shortstop. Again, that's going to be Jim Anderson. 3E38. That's a 3. That's a base hit. That will be a 14. A 14 on a 38. Does he boot it as well? And yes, he does. It's an E1, so it's a single and an error. So a hit and an error. So Jim Anderson throws it away into the camera well. He gets second base, so it's a hit and an E6. So Murphy on at second, nobody out. Here is Mitchell Page. Runner on second now, nobody out. Page to hit. 2-2. Oh, he got hurt. That's going to be a hit by pitch. So hit by pitch for Page. Again, with as-played lineup, you don't take guys out, but with 348 at bats, I guess Page is going to come out this ball game as a same-day injury. How about that? So we'll go ahead and take him out, see if there's a hitter I can put in there with. And we might as well put in Jeff Newman. So Jeff Newman will get the start. So Mitchell Page is out. So Page is now removed on hit by pitch. Is now first and second, one out. Jeff Newman will run. And now here is Dave Revering. So Revering the hit, first and second, one man out. Revering against Mike Parrot. Let's see if Polly has a Parrot or Revering could get a big hit. 6-11 to a lefty. It is a ballpark single to a lefty. A lefty on the ballpark result is going to be, where was it? Hang on 1 second again. I just had it in my hands. Give me 1 second as I locate what I just told you guys about the ratings. Oh, I was looking right there. So this is going to be Revering. It's going to be a 14 to a lefty, and it is a 1-14. So that's a base hit for Revering on the ballpark results, and it's bases loaded and one out for the Athletics. So the Athletics doing their job here, wearing their lucky green and gold this evening. Here's Wayne Gross, one out, bases jammed. Big time for the A's. They get a big blow. 5-7 lefty, and that will go all the way to the wall. That will score everybody. Here comes Murphy. Here comes Newman. Here comes Revering. A 3 RBI triple for Wayne Gross. And the A's take a 3-0 lead. So what a big start for the Athletics. Here is Mike Heath. So Heath now with one on. Mariners will bring the infield in. That's a 3-8, and that's a pop to short. Anderson there makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. So a big error by Jim Anderson opened up the floodgates, and now brings up Tony Armas, who's back in the lineup with 2 outs. Parrot with the pitch. That's going to be a 5-8, and that's a ground ball. The second, that's Cruz, 2E17. That's a 12. He makes it. That's a 13 on a 12, so we're going to have to give that a peek ski. 13 on a 12 says no error and makes the play, and the A's are finally out in the first. They get 3. At the end of 1, Oakland 3, and Seattle nothing. So Steve McCatty has been given a 3-run first inning lead. Here is Bruce Bhakti, the first baseman. He'll lead off here against Steve McCatty. Here's the pitch. That's a 2-8. That's a ground ball to first. Easy play for the first baseman. Revering kicks to the bag, and there's 1 away. Here's a designated hitter, Willie Horton. Let's see if he hears a who here. He did last night with a bomb. 6-7 to a righty on McCatty. Struck him out on the inside corner. Horton was doing some window shopping because he was just looking. 2 away. Here is the right fielder, Joe Simpson. Simpson the hit. Here's the pitch. That's a 5-11 to a lefty. That is a ground ball to first. Revering is a 4E17. That's a 15. Oh, that's a 16 on a 17. 16 on a 17 says the boot for Revering. So Revering played it off him. Simpson will race to the bag and make it, and the Mariners will continue the inning. Boy, have the A's made this a problem so far this year. and he's got speed. So McCatty is a +6, -2 to hold. Heath is a -2, thankfully. So it's going to be a +2 to the first number. So first number 19, if he can get the 2 to 5, it's a 5. So he will automatically get there most likely. It's a 5 stolen base for Joe Simpson. So now the odds, the second are interesting. Second number 13. Again, it's a +6, -4 to hold. It's an even, so basically is 65% or less to steal third. Let's see if Simpson can venture to steal third. No, does not get the lead, so he will not get a chance. Runner on second, 2 outs. Here's Bill Stein. Stein, the third baseman for the Mariners. Here's the pitch. That's a 2-9, and that's a base hit for Bill. Oh, no. It is a clutch playing super advanced. That is going to be a pop up to short. Stein messes up in the clutch and the end of the inning. No runs, no hits, an error. He is left at second. We go to bottom of the second. 3-0 Oakland. So bottom of the second coming up. It's going to be Guerrero, Piccolo, and Henderson, the bat for the Athletics, against Mike Polly. Wants a Parrot. Here's a pitch. 3-5 Guerrero, and that's a line drive base hit for Guerrero in the gap for a double. So Guerrero starts with a double, and this A's team continues to hit. And now here's Rob Piccolo, second baseman. Runner on second, nobody out. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 4-6 to a righty. Ground ball to short. He'll walk him back, throws him out, and there's one away. You know what, folks? Unfortunately, what we're going to have to do is I think we're going to have to go to different colors today. I think that's going to be my best bet here. We're going to go to red because watching stuff in black, blue, and blue is really kind of disturbing. So let's go ahead and move off that. And now with runner on second and 1 out, top of the order for the youngster, Ricky Henderson. So Henderson will bat. We'll see if Ricky can be Ricky here and get a big hit. He's one of the few ways not hitting on this early season. Runner on second, nobody out the pitch. Better on the guys. 4-7 righties, a single, 2 stars. That scores Guerrero. The A's now lead it 4-0. So Henderson with an RBI single, and he will run like the wind. Parrot +9, -2 to hold. The catching's arm is going to be Larry Cox, with a +5. Henderson is going to be a 19 regardless on what he rolls, so he's going to be stealing second and probably third. It's a 5, needs a 20 to get thrown out, and almost got thrown out. And he's safe on a 4, so Henderson steals second. That's what he needed to get going. 4-0 A's, 1 away. Henderson will stay there at second. Here's Dwayne Murphy. Murphy the batter against Parrot. 2-7 to a righty. Ground ball to first. He'll take it to the bag himself. And now there's a runner at third and 2 outs. So here is for the first time tonight, Jeff Newman. He replaced Mitchell Page earlier after a hit by pitch. McCatty from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 2-12, and that's also going to be captain clutch or unclutch. Pop to short for Newman, and that retires a side. But the A's do get a run in the second. We go to the third. It's 4-0 Oakland. So Oakland out to a 4-0 lead, and their offense again really waking up. It's Anderson, Cox, and Cruz to bat against Steve McCatty. Here's the pitch. 2-6 for Anderson to pop to short. Guerrero's there, comes in next to catch, and there's one away. Here is Larry Cox. He's the catcher. Yeah, I believe the A's did win this one in real life. They did lose the opener, so it kind of made sense. 2-9 for Mr. Cox. That's a line drive in the gap for a base hit, a long single for Mr. Cox. Single for Larry, and now here's Julio Cruz. The Cruz missile, as they say. Switch hitter batting from the left-hand side. Good-looking ball player. Young speed has as one of the good Mariners on this team. He'll switch hit, bat from the left against McCatty. 6-10 to a lefty is a pop-up to second. He missed some stuff, That will be Piccolo makes the catch, and twice Julio Cruz has popped to second. There's 2 outs. Here is Rod Craig. He singled his last time up. Runner on first, 2 outs in the third. A's lead by 4. 2-9 for Craig, and guess what he did again? Rod Craig will hit a moon missile in the left field. That's off the top of the wall. Let's see if they score Cox. Cox was not being held +1, +2, 2 outs, +3. +3 to Larry Cox. Let's see if he has some speed to get around the bases. Larry Cox is going to be a 1-10. The Mariners will hold him because they don't want to get thrown out. So Cox is slow enough speed. We'll stop him right there. Second and third and 2 outs for Dan Meyer. Mariners trying to get back in this ball game. It is 4-0 Oakland. Top of the third and 2 outs. Here is Meyer, left-handed hitter against McCatty. Here's the pitch. 3-11 versus a righty, and that's a ballpark single. That's a 1. Base hit. Dan Meyer, he hit a bullet. That will score Cox. Craig the third. Meyer with a run batted in, and the Oakland A's now lead it 4-1. So Meyer with a rocket base hit. If that been a ballpark home run, that would have been gone. So now here is Bruce Bhakti. He ground the first his first time up. Please, folks, if you're here, please like, subscribe. If you're not a member, please go ahead and subscribe so you can chat. Here is Bhakti, 4-1, 3-11 is a ground ball to third. Big play there by the third baseman. That is Gross, throws him out to end the inning. But the Mariners do get one. We go to the bottom third. It's 4-1 Oakland. Here is Wayne Gross. It'll now be Revering, Gross, and Heath, the bat for the A's. So Newman did that. So let's see. So let's make sure I got that right. So it'll be Revering, Gross, and Heath, the bat against Parrot here in the third. Definitely does not have good stuff. That is for sure. Mike Parrot had an awful year. Mike Parrot on the year, 1-16, 7.28 ERA. So definitely not one of the good ones. Not a Floyd Bannister, not a Rick Honeycutt, that's for sure. Here's the pitch. That's a 2-9 for Revering. Oh, we missed it. Ground ball to first. Revering is not starred. He'll take it to the bag himself, and there's one away. So Revering's out. Here's Wayne Gross. Gross tripled in 3 his last time up. Had the big hit in the inning. Gross will now hit against Parrot. Here's the pitch. 5-5 to a lefty, and that's a walk. So Gross gets on via the walk. Runner on first, and now here is the catcher, Mike Heath. Heath comes in. Heath popped a short his last time up. Runner on first, 1 away. Parrot from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 2-2, fouls out to the third baseman. That's 2 away, and now here's Armas. Armas, the bat, has a chance to see if he can get a big hit here. 4-1 Oakland. Oakland wants to keep tacking on runs here. That's going to be a 2-12. That's a fly ball in the center field and deep. Back goes the center fielder. Craig makes the catch out the track and ends the inning. Nothing across. No runs, no hits, a walk. 1 man left. We played 3. 4-1 Oakland here in the Coliseum. Top of the fourth. Oakland A's baseball. Tony Hartley, Sports Gaming Network. How you doing, my friend? Welcome in. Thank you. Go Mariners. Yeah, they won last night's game as they defeated Steve McCatty again, who pitched 1 inning, a perfect ball. Then got hold out for a stomach virus, I'm calling it. And then the Mariners kind of hit Rick Innocent Lysander and a bunch of A's pitching to win, I believe, 5-3. It's all on my channel. Top of the fourth, here is Horton, Simpson, and Stein. Here's Willie Horton. See if he hears a who. 6-2 to a right. He just almost did. He is a 3E7. It's going to be a 15. It's going to be an 8. There's no errors on 8 normally, but I'm going to be a pessimist, and we're going to find out and see if there was an error on that. How about that? So let's see. It's going to be he is an E7. E7, 3, 12, and 18. So good play there by McCatty, and throws him out 1 away. So 1 away there from Horton, thrown out easy, not much speed. then. And now here's Joe Simpson, the right fielder. 3-4-1 Oakland. Here's the pitch. 1-10 to a righty, fly ball left field. Hit it the opposite way. Right at Henderson, who makes the snap catch, and there's 2 outs. Here is Bill Stein. Stein ground to short his first time up. 2 outs, nobody on here in the 4th. A's lead 4-1. Here's the pitch. 5-6 to a righty, pop to short. Again, that's Guerrero, makes the catch, and Billy Martin has to be happy when he sees out Steve McCatty. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 4-1 Oakland. For the A's, Guerrero, Piccolo, and Henderson. The bat for the A's here in the 4th. So Guerrero, 1 for 1, a double and a run scored. He'll bat here against Mike Parrot. He's a starter 5, so let's see if he can give him the 5. 5-9 is going to be trouble. That's a ground ball shortstop X. That's going to be Anderson. He's a 3. That's a 1. That's a hit. First of all, 14 on Anderson's 38. Does he boot it again is the question. 38 on a 14 says yes, he does. For the second time today, Jim Anderson has thrown it away. So Guerrero gets the hit, goes to second on the E6. Second time today, Anderson's giving the A's a free base. So now here is Rob Piccolo. Runner on second and nobody out. So again, the Mariners don't need that kind of problem. Let me tell you. Here's the pitch. 1-4 for Piccolo. Struck him out. Piccolo down on strike swinging. And there's 1 away. Here is rookie Henderson now. Henderson the batter. Henderson the ball game. 1 for 2. Has a hit and a stolen base. Here's a pitch from Parrot. 6-8 to a righty is a drive double to left field. That will score Guerrero. That's the 5th run of the ball game, and the A's have taken a 5-1 ball game. So let's see. That's a second RBI for Ricky, and a runner on second and 1 out for Murph. And let's see what the Mariners do. Let's see if they go to their bullpen. It might time to give Mike Parrot the hook, as he has gone 3 1/3, and he's really, really struggled out there. But do the Mariners have somebody trust enough they can bring in? I think we're going to have to bring in Rob Dressler and see if we can, and see if this will work. So give me, I don't like that. I don't like that card at all. We're going to have to see if there's somebody else the Mariners could use. Let's see if they have. I know this was not a great Mariner team, to be honest. So they're not going to have a ton of arms who will come in and give you the quality innings. But let's see. And I don't think Beatty will be okay, but I don't think he would have been part of that bullpen as of yet. So give me 1 second. Let me check it out and see what my options are. So Parrot, let's go ahead and restart this game. Just checking out the Strat's game. 5-0 Oakland. We play with 1 out here. So now let's look at the edit for Seattle. Their bullpen consists of Dressler, Hevelo, McLaughlin, and Raleigh. So not a lot of good stuff, folks. So let's go to Rob Dressler. So Beatty is a part of that rotation. So Dressler will come in. This is where the Mariners could get clubbed. So I'm sorry if they do, if you're a Mariner fan, but unfortunately, if you get a hold of this team and you beat them hard, this is going to be a problem. So they don't have a good long guy in this case. So they kind of used one up the following game. So we'll go ahead and get out of this one again, and we're back to baseball. So let's go ahead and eliminate that. Thank you. And now we're back. Sorry about that, folks. We are back. Mike Terranova. How you doing, Super Terranova? 5-1 A's here, bottom of the 4th inning. Here's Dwayne Murphy. So Murphy to bat. Murphy to swing. That's going to be a 5-8. Ballpark home run for Murphy. Oh, a lefty? I think I said a lefty is a 1. It is a 1. He's not going to make the catch. That's fly ball deep to right field. So runner on second and 2 outs. They probably could tag, but I'm not going to do that. Here's Jeff Newman. He's up for the second time after replacing Mitchell Page after getting hit by a pitch earlier.
He popped the shorts last time up. 6-10 righty. It's a ground ball the second. Cruz makes the play, and that retires the side. So Rob Dressler does the job, but the A's do score one more. We played 4 here in Oakland. A's 5, Mariners 1. So now Jim Anderson, who's had a couple bad errors in this game, Cox and then Cruz. The bat for the Mariners here against Steve McCatty, making his second straight start in as many days. Here's the pitch. 1-9 is a ground ball to third. Gross comes up with it, throws him out, and there's one away. Larry Cox, gotta love Billy Martin, is what he does. So here is Mr. Cox. Cox singled and scored his last time out. Has the only A's run of the ball game. That's going to be let's roll that again. That came off my hands really badly. So sorry about that. That's better. 4-10 righty would not have been a hit regardless. That's a catch X. That's a 7. That is a 14. Okay, let's see. That's a 14 on Heath. Let's see if Heath is any good. He's a 4. So now we're going to have to look on the old charts here. So 14 on a 4 says not an error. That'll basically be a pop-up, I believe, a 7 or a dribbler. We'll call it a pop. How about that? Two-way. Here's Julio Cruz. So Cruz the bat with 2 outs. Still 5-1 Oakland here in the 5th. Cruz so far in the ball game is 0 for 2. Popped the second twice. 6-5 to a lefty is going to be a home run to deep right field. Cruz is a W, so that's not going to matter. Fly ball right field makes the catch. The 11 is too high. So Cruz hit a far ball deep to right field, but it stopped and it made the play. So we go to the bottom 5th inning here in Oakland. It's 5-1 A's. So the A's will now send up Reverend Gross and Heath. The hit against Rob Dressler, who's come in the ball game, kind of keeps things where they're at. Could have a better ball game. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 1. That's going to be a 1-7 for Revering. That's a ground ball the second. Easy enough play for Cruz, and there's one away. So look, so Rob Dressler doing his job, that folks. He's keeping things at bay. Here is Gross. Gross is 1 for 1, tripled in 3. 3-4, boom, gone. Wayne Gross, deep, far, and gone. So Wayne Gross hits a skyrocket to right field, and he has his 4th RBI of the ball game. So the Mariners have jumped on top. It is now 6-1. Billy Martin has to be happy to see that. That's a big shot home run for Wayne Gross. So now here's Mike Heath. 3-4 righty, kaboom, and there is no coming back on that one. No ballpark effect. Foul out to the catcher, and there's 2 outs. Foul out to the third baseman. 2 outs. So Mike Heath 0 for 3. Here's Tony Armas. He's 0 for 2. So Rob Dressler had been pitching good, but he gave up that big blast. Dressler can be a 4-inning reliever, so he can kind of last in there for a while. 5-4 is a catcher X. That's a 19. That's a 9. No errors on the 9. That's a pop-up. And that will do it. Retire the side. We go to the top of the 6th. The Oakland A's painting a picket fence with runs in the 2nd, 4th, and 5th, and long with a 3 spot in the 1st. They lead it by the score of 6-1. We head to the 6th. So the Mariners will now send in Craig, Meyer, and Bhakti here in the 6th. So Craig 2 for 2, a single and a double. McCatty not going anywhere. He's actually a 7. But he can probably go to distance if needed. 1-8 and struck him out, and there's your injury for the Mariners. So let's look at his injury. 240 at-bats. See you later. So they'll probably bring in a better center fielder, to be honest. So let's see who the Mariners have out there, who we can bring in against a righty. I don't want a 4 out there. My best get would be a Juan Beniquez. Again, I don't want to bring somebody in who's not on the roster. Let's see. 237 at-bats tells me he probably is. So Juan Beniquez, the veteran, will come on in. So thank you so much there. So so he struck out and pulled something along the way. So Juan Beniquez will go ahead and come out. So now we go in the top of the 6th. So Craig is out on the strikeout. New center fielder will be Benitez. Again, not only injuries I'm playing are going to be game injuries. And long as they have enough at bats, they'll shake it off. But if they only have like 350, 400 bats, they're going to come out. So here's Meyer, left-handed hitter. So each team has lost someone today, walked him. So Meyer with the walk, and he's been on twice. Now here's Bhakti. McCatty's what's considered to be, I believe, a 3 or 4L, which means he's a lot stronger against left-handed batters. So you can see it in his card. And gives him a lot more to lefties. 2-7 for Bhakti is a fly ball center field. Catch is made there by Murphy, and there's 2 outs. Here's Willie Horton again. You heard a who yesterday with a big booming home run. Let's see if Willie can hear one again. Horton on the ball game has struck out and grounded back to the mound. He's 0 for 2. Veteran right-handed slugger. Here's the pitch from McCatty. 4-11 struck him out, and Steve McCatty does his job. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's still 6-1 Oakland. The A's trying to go 4-2 on the young season, taking 3 out of 4 from the Minnesota Twins. They lost game 1 of this series. So they're looking to go 4-2. I originally thought this was the A's team that won 11-12 in a row, but it was the 1981 team that did so. So we're playing the 80 team since I had this set and I wanted to do something with it differently. Since I'm playing the Yankees on payoff pitch 1978, decided to want to do something with the A's and Billy. So bottom 6, A's will come up. It'll be Guerrero, Piccolo, and Henderson. Here's the pitch. 2-7 for Mario's a ground ball to short. Easy enough play for the shortstop, 2 away. Guerrero was 2 for 2. That's how this A's team is getting a lot of good high averages early on. As for the Yankees, they're just stumbling and winning games. This A's team is really hitting well. When I put their numbers in, it's like, wow, they're hitting so well. 5-3 is a ground ball to first. That is Bhakti. He's a 3 E8. 14 will get him. There's no 8. That's a 3-1, 2 outs. Again, that's what makes me play Strat as much as I can. I know what's on that chart. I know there's not many 8s or 9s even. And a low enough rating, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be there. Here's Henderson. He's 2 for 3, 2 RBIs. Here again is the pitch. 5-7 from Dressler as a fly ball center field. That will be Benitez. Makes the catch, and the side is retired. The A's go down 1-2-3. Let's head to the 7th. It's 6-1 A's. So now it'll be Simpson followed by Stein and Anderson. The bat for the Mariners here. Simpson so far in the ball game is 0 for 2. McCatty going to his inning of fatigue. Here's the pitch. 1-9 ground ball to second. Easy enough play there by Piccolo. 1 away. And Simpson is an 0 for 3. Here is Bill Stein. He's the third baseman. Stein, we want the money, as they say. Bill Stein, 3-11 to a righty. Ground ball to third. Nice play by Gross. Throws him out. If McCatty keeps pitching like this, he'll come back. That is 2 strong outs. And here's Jim Anderson. Anderson's 0 for 2, right-handed stick against McCatty. Here's the pitch. 2-12, and that's a foul out to the catcher, and there's a possible injury. And he's 317 at-bats, and he'll come out the ball game. So the Seattle Mariners kind of losing some people here. I think I might go Larry Milbourne, and hopefully, 258 at-bats. He's a 3 at short, so not much different. So Milbourne will come in and play short, former Yankee, and that's it. So the Mariners go 1-2-3, and another injury. 7th inning stretch here at the Oakland Coliseum. Get your drinks, get your alcohol. It's 6-1 Oakland. We go to the bottom of the 7th. So again, Anderson comes out. He's made a couple errors in this ball game, so I'm sure the M's are probably happy to see him come out the ball game. So now, last of the 7th of a 6-1 ball game, it'll be Murphy, Page, Murphy, Newman, and then Revering to bat for the A's against Rob Dressler, who will stay out there as long as he doesn't give up many more hits. And that's ground ball to first for Murphy. That's an easy enough play. And there's 1 away. Good play there. 3-11, ground ball to first. Bhakti takes to the bag himself, and there's 1 away. So now here is Newman. Newman came in for Page, hit by a pitch. Then he scored and he popped a short, ground the second. So he's officially 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. 5-5 to right. He struck him out. Newman was waiting and caught strike 3 on the corner. So Newman goes down on strikes. And now here's Dave Revering. He's Revering on the ball game is 1 for 3. Singled and scored on the gross 3-run triple. Here's the pitch. 2-8, and that's a single for Revering. So Revering does get a big hit there, his second hit. And here's the third baseman, Wayne Gross. He's been the star of the party. Tripled in 3 and then a long home run. He has 4 runs batted in for the day. Left-handed hitter against Dressler. Dressler from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 3-5. That's a deep drive ball right field. That could be trouble. It's up against the wall. He just missed another one. That will send Revering to third. Let's see. That's a shot to center. Benitez has the arm, unfortunately. He's a -2, so they will hold him at third. As a double for Wayne Gross. Holy cow. What a ball game for Wayne. He's a single for the way right now. Second and third, 2 outs. Dressler from the stretch, and he's probably fatigued right now. We're going to say he is. I'm pretty sure he would be at this time. That's going to be a 1-9 ground ball back to the mound. Good play by Dressler. Throws him out, and even in his fatigue, he'll make the play. No runs, 2 hits, strand 2. We go to the 8th. Still 6-1 Oakland. So now we're in the 8th. The Mariners trying to get back in this. Cox, Cruz, and then Benitez will bat against McCatty in the 8th. McCatty is into his fatigue inning. Here's the pitch. 6-9 to a righty. Ballpark home run to a righty. Fly ball left field. That will be the catches made, 1 away. And Cox, anyway, was a W. Ballpark home runs in Oakland just don't happen. Here's Cruz. He's 0 for 3. Again, he wasn't powered up either. He was a W. It's a 6, and it's an 8 versus a lefty, and it's a walk. There you go. So Cruz is on with the walk. Now let's see if they try to run. Cruz can run. +6, that's going to be a +2. It's a 19 or 17 on the numbers. So let's go ahead. He gets the lead. So it's going to be a 19 for Cruz and makes it, and a possible chuck. So Mike Heath throwing is going to be a 1-14. Ouchie. That could go. That's a 14. As the Cruz gets up from second and heads to third. E2 for Mike Heath. So now with 1 out, Cruz is on at third. Mariners trying to get back at this ball game a little bit. Here's Juan Benitez. He's an elder statesman out there, provides great leadership for the young Mariners. Right-handed hitter against McCatty. That's going to be a 5-2 versus a righty. 5-ball center field. That will score the run. Runner will score, and it is a 6-2 ball game. So sacrifice fly for Juan Benitez. So it's 6-2 with 2 outs here in the 8th. And now here's the first baseman, Dan Meyer. I'm sorry, the left fielder, Dan Meyer. Meyer, left fielder here, left-handed bat, will bat against McCatty. That is his first against the fatigue. So he's not in any danger still. 6-8 to a lefty. He's a walk, and that's 2. So Meyer is on. 1 more will fatigue him now. Meyer has speed again. Yikes. +6, -2. So it's going to be a 17 or 13, 2-5-12. Let's see if he gets the lead. Does not. So he doesn't get the lead that time. So what is it? It's going to be +6. I think it's a -4 and -4. So it's basically going to be even to go to second. So it'll be 55%. So Myers will hold. Bhakti the batter. So Bruce comes in trying to get McCatty out this ball game. Runner on first, left-handed batter. 3-3, no, ground ball to first. Nice play there by Revering. Pops it to McCatty, and the side is retired. 1 run, no hits, 2 walks, 1 big error. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It is 6-2 A's. So A's gets the big hit. He's getting the big hits tonight so far. Thank you, folks, for coming in tonight. Please go ahead and like. Please go ahead and subscribe if you have not. Bottom the 8th inning of a 6-2 ball game for the Oakland Athletics. Armas, Guerrero, and Piccolo will bat for Dressler, who's already fatigued. No, I don't. I don't know why I'm throwing the 20-sided die, but I don't. I don't throw it. I don't play the havoc roll either. They roll for the wild pitch or pass ball. I don't like it. That's not one of my favorite things to do. I'd rather get the pass ball and wild pitch off the catch X chart, to be honest. So again, that's something I don't do. Armas 2-9 struck him out. Armas is a whiff victim. So here's Guerrero. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm throwing the 20. That's okay. I know I'm usually just throwing it. I'm usually throwing the two sixes. So here is Guerrero. He's had a good ball game too. He's 2 for 3. Does this setup look better, Mike? Can you hear me pretty well? Ground ball to short. Good throw there again by the shortstop. That's Milbourne, 2 away. He's 2 outs. 2 outs in the 8th inning. 4-run lead. McCatty will stay in there. Bob Lacey will get ready in the A's bullpen if they need somebody. Rob Piccolo to bat with 2 outs. 2-8 single to center field for Rob Piccolo. So Piccolo, his first base hit. A's continue to hit. And here's Henderson. He's had some ball game. He's starting to wake up a little bit. He's 2 for 4. A single, a double, a stolen base, and 2 runs batted in. Dressler from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 1-5 is a mash to left field over the head. Piccolo will score all the way from first. Henderson's coming around second. He will go head first in the third with a triple. RBI triple for Henderson, and the A's really put this one away. They now lead it 7-2. Ricky's 3rd RBI. The ball game's a triple. He's a home run from a cycle himself. And here's Murph. 7-2 Athletics. So Dressler will just try to finish things off here from the stretch. 2-7, ground ball to first. That's going to be Bhakti. Takes it to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. But the A's get 1 more in the 8th. They keep tacking on, folks. We played 8-7 to Oakland. So now Steve McCatty has all the runs he needs. He'll come out and try to finish this. Do you think Billy Martin's going to take out his pitchers in 1980 or 1981? Ha! So here's Horton. Horton, Simpson, and Stein for the A's against McCatty. Here's the pitch. 1-7, and that's a fly ball center field. That is Murphy makes the catch. There's 1 away. 1 away, and now here is Joe Simpson. Simpson so far is 0 for 3, reached on an error. A's do have a couple errors in this ball game so far. Here's the swing. That's a 2-12 on Simpson. Popped up to the second baseman. Piccolo makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. And now here's Bill Stein. Last out, last call for the M's. The A's trying to go 4-2. Fans on their feet here. They are liking what they see from these Oakland Athletic young ball team. 2-9, a single to left field for Bill Stein. And that, folks, may have fatigued McCatty. I'm going to call it a fatigue, which that's when I input this in the computer, because I'll do the roster in the computer just to get the Mariners their stats, and then I have my own stat page for the A's. So the A's, they will go ahead and leave McCatty in, but he is susceptible to fatigue now. And now here's Jim Anderson, or now it's going to be Milbourne. Milbourne, good ball player. Remember and play the Yankees, hitting 264, had no home runs. Good speed, little with everything. So let's see if he can get a big hit. He's a switch hitter, and he'll bat for the left-hand side against McCatty. Here we go, big time play here. Again, Bob Lace up in the bullpen. 2-8, and that's a ground ball to short. Guerrero goes the short way to second, and that will do it to retire the side. as the Oakland Athletics win this one by the score of 7-2. Let's go ahead and figure some numbers out here. So the Mariners with one hit here. Wayne Gross has been given game's most valuable player, but you could give it to Ricky too. 3 hits. Ricky says he deserves the most valuable player. Even when he was young, Ricky talked in his third voice. And now that's nothing. That is going to be, let's see, he walked there. Boy, the Mariners did not get much. Looks like they got 5 hits. So 2 runs on 5 hits. Let's make sure that is correct. So 1-5 there, 1, 2, 3, 3 hits. And then McCatty really went to school besides the couple bad pitches. So yeah, that is a great ball game from McCatty. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 hits, 2 runs on 5 hits. The A's, this is going to be a fun one to put in the system. 1, 2, 3 hits in the first. 4, 5 hits by the second. 6, 7, 8. Home run there by Gross. 8, 9, 10. That's why this team has been hitting. 11, 12. So the A's, 7 runs on 12 hits. And the Seattle Mariners, 2 runs on 5 hits. And both teams kind of committed a couple boo-boos. Mariners, I believe, committed 2. And the A's, I believe, committed 1, I believe. Error on Revering there. And let's see if there was another. There was. Oh, the overthrow. So the A's had 2 errors and the Mariners had 2 errors. The Mariners made some big errors, though. Jim Anderson had a hit and a chuck twice today, and that kind of cost them some runs. Wayne Gross is with our reporter. He is your most valuable player. 3 for 4, and he had 9 total bases and 4 runs batted in. Folks, this is a presentation, another Sports Time Machine. I want to thank everyone coming in. Tony Hartley, Sports Gaming Network. Mike, Super Terranova, thank you both for being here, being part of this fun broadcast. This is Oakland A's Strat-O-Matic 1980s baseball. The A's win this one. They will go to 4 wins and 2 losses. They split the first 2 games of this series. Well, folks, thank you so much. Look for more baseball, either New York Yankees 1978 payoff pitch or more of the A's here from the West Coast. Thank you, everybody, and good night, everybody.